The most effective way to cross the finish line after an injury is balanced running. Have you ever noticed when you ask in a running group on social media what to do to train or run after an injury without flaring it up again, you get 50 different answers? It's not that any of those people are wrong. Actually, most of them are right. They're just giving incomplete answers. See, we as the onlooker don't know what the rest of their running routine looked like when they say the one thing that helped them. It's not the one thing only helped them. It's that was the last thing they changed to balance out their routine completely. So it's what they noticed helped them. A balanced running routine. So I made this running routine into an equation so it's easy to see. Where the left side of the equation, if it goes up, you add more to it, then the right side must also go up to balance it out. If on the other hand, the right side goes down, due to lack of time, forgetfulness, life, the left side must also go down to balance it out. Running injuries happen when you overtrain without recovering properly. The equation looks like this. S plus T equals R plus E plus S plus D, where this first S is strength, T is training, equals recovery plus equipment plus stretching plus diet. If the right side goes up because you're training and adding more strength, the left side must also go up to recover more to balance it out. Before you start the training for a race after an injury plan, keep watching this to learn how to balance it all out. Your strength. As you know, strength training supports your running. Unfortunately, what many runners do is they focus on strength training the injured body part. When the injury happens from overtraining, it's usually the area that gets injured that doesn't need the strength training because it's been doing all the work. It's actually pretty strong and it ends up overworking because it's picking up the slack for the weaker areas. So by focusing strength training on that part of the body only, it can actually end up hurting you more. Instead, focus on a whole body strength routine to balance out all the major muscle groups in your whole body, lower body, upper body, and core. Training. It goes without saying that the training portion of a running program is more than just running. It also includes cross training, things like walking, elliptical, cycling, swimming, and others. Throughout your training, you will incorporate cross training. Unfortunately, some runners only focus on running and not incorporating cross training because they think more running is better. Unfortunately, doing that sets your body up to overtrain. Cross training will build your endurance, but work your muscles differently so they don't overdo it. If you're doing a training plan as a walk-run program, don't use walking as your cross training. Stick to something else like swimming or cycling. Recovery. As you know, recovery is more than just resting a week or two. It encompasses a wide array of types of recovery techniques and should be used to treat and prevent injury and pain. Some examples include ice, heat, hot Epsom salt baths, the massage gun, foam rolling, massage, active rest, and complete rest. The type and amount of recovery you do is directly related to how much training and strength you're doing. The more S and T go up, the more R goes up. If R goes down, S and T must go down. Equipment. Of course, equipment is important, and one of the many reasons runners get into running is because it's so convenient to need so little equipment. Most runners think of equipment as only their shoes, and yes, shoes are included, but it also includes foam rollers, massage gun, socks, shirts, pants, shorts, tights, leggings, water bottles, glasses, sunglasses, quality of those items, and then gels, food, hydration sources, and the quality of the professional services you're using. So massage therapists, chiropractors, physical therapists, running coaches, and others. The type and quality of equipment and professionals that help you on your running journey are important because not all of them are created equal. How often you replace your equipment is directly related to how much strength and training you're doing. Unlike recovery, stretching, and diet, it's not based on how much you do each day or week. It's related to a longer amount of time of strength and training. For example, if you're doing strength and training every week and adding distance each week, you'll replace your shoes sooner than someone who does the exact same amount of training each week without adding miles. But you'll both eventually replace your shoes. Stretching. As you know, stretching can help relieve soreness and may help prevent injury. If you're like most runners, you stretch before you go out for a run, which doesn't help you. And you aren't wrong, you do need to do something, but it's not static stretching. Before a run, you should warm up. This can include dynamic stretching like high knees, hip openers, lunges, the walking worm, and others. It could also be walking, riding a bike, or another activity that gets your heart rate up. You know you're warmed up when you feel flushed, your heart is beating faster, your breathing gets faster, and if you were looking at your Garmin or your Apple Watch, it would show your heart rate is at least 20% faster than your resting heart rate. And after you run, you should cool down to bring your heart rate down before completely stopping. The warm up and cool down are used to help your blood and your heart adjust to the change in your body. Prepare it to need more oxygen before a run and prepare it to not need as much oxygen after a run. After a cool down is the perfect time to do static stretching like hip flexor, quad, hamstring, gastroc and soleus, pigeon pose, king pigeon pose, child's pose, and any other stretches that help the sore and tight areas. Just like recovery, the amount of stretching is directly related to the amount of strength and training done that day or week. If S&T go up, S on the other side goes up too. It goes without saying that what you fuel your body with during a run can make or break a run. And you felt this. When you run fasted, you don't have as much oomph to get you through as you do when you eat a good breakfast in the morning. Runners who feel good when running eat a balance of protein, fats, and carbs. I don't recommend low-carb diets for runners. Runners need carbs. Protein-rich diets help runners who are coming off soft tissue injuries, so muscle, tendon, and ligament. Protein gives the building blocks your body needs to build up cells that make those type of tissues in the body. Fats, when you eat the good kind, help add flavor to your meal and keep you full longer. When I switched from skim or low-fat milk to whole milk in the morning for my coffee, I noticed I felt fuller for about an hour and a half longer than usual. Carbs are easily digested by the body, and the body likes to use carbs as the first option to make energy for the body. So if you run on a low-carb diet, your body has less of its preferred method of getting energy. Carbs include anything from pure sugar to fruits, vegetables, and grains like bread and pasta. The amount of food you eat and the amount of water you drink is directly related to how much strength and training you do each day or each week. If S&T go up, D must go up too.